sure in your forward bend you don't create any tension. Surrender. Beautiful. From here, we come through L seat into basic squat. Remember to point your toes forward while the tailbone tucks. Place your hands behind the buttocks, glide your feet in, and lengthen your spine. Prep butterfly fish. Bend your elbows to lower them onto your blocks and bring your knees out. Butterfly fish. Let your spine unfold into the fish alignment. Make sure the breath is flowing. From butterfly fish into fish, bring your knees up and extend your legs forward. From fish into fish lift, straighten your arms. Toes point towards you, hinge forward into the forward bend. We keep flowing, prep fish, toes point forward, relax your spine back, lower both forearms down. Unfold into fish on the base of the spine. Make sure the back bend comes from your chest, squeeze your shoulders to the middle and up. Shoulder blades really working towards each other and sternum lifting up. And the neck is not jerking, it's just following the back bend of the thoracic part of the spine. Fish lift, straighten your arms. Forward bend and the shoulders move over the hips, the toes point towards you. Let's repeat that flow. Point your toes forward, bring your hands behind you, let the feet glide in, lengthen from the base of the spine into squat. From here, prep butterfly fish. Lower the elbows down, bring your knees apart, soles of the feet together. Butterfly fish asana. Unfold the back bend from the base of the spine. Pubic bone moves forward, belly button forward and up. Your sternum lifts and you get that back bend out of your thoracic. And the neck is just following. Fish asana, bring your knees together, extend your legs forward. Fish lift. Keep the back bend in the spine, straighten your arm. Forward bend, when your shoulders move over the hips, toes flex towards you, relax your spine. Point your toes forward, with the relaxed spine come back, prep fish. Fish, feel the back bend unfolding from the base of the spine. Feel it like a wave going through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Another fish asana. forward bend Asana. LC. Serenity. Gently lean back and stack your knees on top of each other and then lean forward, lengthen from the base. You can push with your hands into your feet to stack your legs optimal on top of each other. And of course, at any time, if you need a pillow to sit on both sit bones, do so. From here, we're going to twist to the right. Prep Serenity Twist 2. Vertebra by vertebra, using these very fine muscles along the spine. Check in that your shoulders are over your hips, that you don't lean forward or backward. Check in where you may hold tension and give permission to relax. Now, if you like, deepen your twist using the leverage of your arms, pushing your hands down and twisting yourself more into the twist. Now, it's very common that we overdo it in the neck. I quite like to turn my head forward and backward to just see, am I relaxed at a junction between torso and neck? There where our spine change the curves from kyphosis into lordosis, it's where our spine is very vulnerable. This is here at the neck, for example. Also there, the stable thoracic spine, which is limited in its movement because of the rib cage, comes into that little vertebra of the cervical spine. So it's, if we pull the same amount on our cervical spine, we very easily hurt ourselves. So be really relaxed in that junction between the torso and your cervical spine. Imagine your spine is moving forward. Like the spine between the shoulder blades is moving forward to the sternum and up. Beautiful. Slowly unwind from the base of the spine. From Serenity Twist, we come into Serenity Bow. Hinge forward from the base of the spine. You can have your blocks to rest your forearms on. Make sure the forward bending is coming out of your hip joints. So from here, and the spine is just following. If you feel this would be this forward bend coming out of the lower back. No. The lower back stays straight. It's just following the movement in your pelvic, the hinge in your hip joint. Check in. If you've gone too far, then bounce a little bit back so you don't tense in the body. Have maybe the stretch released already, then hinge more further forward. deepen to find another delicious sweet spot of stretching. Breathe into it like a gate that opens through the breath. One more breath in Serenity Bow. With breath awareness, inhaling Serenity. Exhaling forward bend. Second side, L seat, toes point forward, tailbone tuck, toes up, spine lengthening. Serenity, second side, lean back, stack your legs on top of each other, so really cross your thighs, come forward. Place your hands on your feet. Stack your knees on top of each other so they find that optimal stacking on. Sit back and find here, shoulders over the hips. Long spine. Do you need to sit on a pillow or little foamy mat, on a block? How is this side feeling? And from here, we're going to twist towards the left. Check in. Go close in, very deep in, really to the spine. And go from there, vertebra by vertebra. Your lumbar vertebrae are not really made for twisting. However, the ligaments and muscles get some beautiful little stretch. The vertebrae of your thoracic spine, they are beautifully done for twisting. However, they twist a little bit less because the ribs are attached. The cervical spine is made for twisting, but be careful there. There are no other bony structures attached that would make it safe or that limit the twist. Once you are in your prep for Serenity Twist 2, check in whether you can relax in your spine. When you are ready, use your arms as a leverage, and while you use the arms, feel which muscles are engaged there. More the outer layers, more superficial muscles of your back. You can turn your head from one side to the other. Check in that you don't tense in your shoulder girdle, in your neck, in your jaws. Remember, with our yoga practice, we want to release tension, not add extra tension. Next time when you gaze back, stay there. Send your sit bones down. Lift your rib cage, holding the lower rib ring in. Beautiful. Slowly release from the base of the spine. Back into Serenity. Exhaling, Serenity bow. Feel how the bony hip rolls over the head of the femur bone forward. From here, we go back into Serenity. Inhale. Exhaling, forward bend. Lean back. Release your legs. Find that hinge from your hips again. Send the sit bones back. And feel you stretch with your belly button forward and down. LC. Squat. And from squat we come into earth touch. Feel the natural alignment here in your spine. Push your heels down, your sit bones up. The natural alignment remains. And then relax your spine, earth touch, Asana. Have your blocks next to you. Tortoise L seat. With the relaxed spine, let your right toes point back. Lower the right top of the foot to right knee. Sit yourself next to your right heel. Lengthen your spine and lengthen your leg. So now we go into reclined L tortoise asana, and then we go into reclined LC toe stretch. So the full pose looks like that. You lean back all the way. This is very tough for a lot of thighs and knees. So you can always place first the blocks, mats. Bolster is very delicious to put on. So you put it from the sacrum along the spine to your head. Take your time and come into tortoise L seat in the reclined version. This is a big stretch in your ankle. This is a big stretch on your knee and on these quadriceps at the front of your thigh, as well as these hip flexors that needle from the inner thigh through the hip into your lower back. So make sure that you don't overarch in the lower back. If you need, you can lift slightly your hips and send your sit bones more down towards the straight leg here. As these quadriceps are really big muscles, it's good to hold here for a little bit. Let's have 5 more breaths in the pose. Relax. Give permission for the muscles to open. Here, lift your knee up for toe stretch and then release it down again. And of course, as much as you can, as little as you need. In to lift, into the toe stretch, and X to lower. Hold. Can you feel the stretch over the top of the foot, maybe even all the way down through your toes? Our feet are often very tight from wearing shoes all day, walking on concrete instead of forest ground, which uses our foot to adapt all the time. So this is why we often hold a lot of tension in our feet. And this is a great way to open these feet. Beautiful. Slowly release. Lift up. From our toe stretch Asana, we come into knees to chest. Step in with your long leg. Let your foot glide through. Bring your arms and knees together. After asymmetric poses, it's always a great opportunity to feel the benefits of our practice. Does your right side feel different to your left side? Be the silent observer and relax into the benefits of the flow. The flow protects, the flow heals. From here we roll up, it's core strength. Curl your chin in, feel your knees pushing forward, shin bone tuck, tuck, tuck. Even flowing with lightness, come forward. Lengthen from the base. Lift yourself up. In level 1 we do a wide squat. So if you feel this lift into earth touch is really challenging for you, just move your feet out to the side. Otherwise, place your hands onto your blocks. Feel the spine in natural alignment remains when the heels push down, the sit bones up, and relax your spine down. From here we go to the second side. From earth touch, let your left foot glide back. Top of the foot lands shin bone. Sit next to your left heel, extend your leg, extend your spine. And from here, if you would work with the blocks, you would put the blocks here and recline onto the blocks. Both are fantastic. Just make sure that it feels okay for your lower back, and that your head can rest on something. Rolled up mats are people like too. Reclined Lc Tortoise. Adjust as long as you need and to find that comfort in the pose. To find the stillness in the pose. And to find the inner calm in the pose too. Toe stretch too, lifting the knee up and lowering the knee down into lift, X to lower. Hold as Asana. Beautiful release. Glide in with your long leg. Let your toes glide through, partial recline, knees to chest. Basic squat. Squat Touch Asana, inhaling monkey. Exhaling tortoise, lean into your hands. Have a light jump onto the top of the feet, knees wide. And then sit yourself back. Here we come into earth tortoise. So we hinge forward from the hips. The arms go out to the sides and the head turns towards the side. Here the knees wide, wide, wide are quite nice to really go deep. To turn the head to the other side. Just lift the head that your nose can go through and turn vertebra by vertebra to the other side. Exhaling, roll up into tortoise. Gently relax your spine back, knees together, hinge forward into cat. Tuck your toes. Earth touch. Earth touch Asana. Roll up into standing. In upward salute. Eggs flowing arm release. Standing. Let's finish the flow for today. Thank you for joining me for this beautiful flow. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment. I always love to hear from you, and subscribe to the channel to get informed for new videos. Thank you guys. Love and namaste.